Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today's problem is majority element 2. Given an integer array of size n, find all elements that appear more than n by 3 times. The algorithm should run in linear time and be on space. For example, input 3 to 3, output is 3. For input 1 1 1 3 3 2 2 2, output is 1 and 2. We'll solve a smaller problem first, then we'll come to this problem. So given an array of size n, find the majority element that appears more than n by 2 times. For example, input 2 2 1 1 1 2 2, output is 2. For input 2 3 1 1 1 3 2, output is minus 1. So in the first example we have 7 elements. 7 by 2 is 3. So here 2 appears more than 3 times, that's why output is 2. In the second example also our input size is 7, but no such element exists that appear more than 3 times, that's why output is minus 1. One approach to solve this problem, using a counting technique, we can store the frequency of each item and then we can check any item whose frequency is more than n by 2 times. So here is the implementation of this approach using Java. So here I have initialized one hash map and we are iterating over the items, the array, and we are calculating the frequency of each item, and then here we are checking if the frequency of any number is greater than n by 2. If that is true, that means that is our majority element. In that case we will return that number, otherwise we will return minus 1. So what is the time complexity of this approach? So here you can see it's running in linear time, so the time complexity is big O, and the space complexity is also big O. So can we solve this problem in linear time without using any extra space? Yes, we can do this. So first we have to understand one algorithm, that is Moore's voting algorithm. By using this algorithm we can solve the problem in linear time without using any extra space. So this algorithm is a two steps process. In the first step gives the element that may be the majority element in the array. So if the majority element exists in the array, this step will definitely return that element. In the next step we will check if the element obtained from the above step is majority element or not. So here you can see the majority element appears more than n by 2 times, so that means that we can have at most one majority element. And so here is the pseudocode for the step 1. So we'll initialize majority to 0 and count also 0, and then we'll iterate over the array, and if the count is 0 we'll set the majority to the current element and count to 1. Else if the current element is the majority element, we'll increment the count, else we'll decrement the count. Okay, now coming to the original problem. So here we have to find all elements that appear more than n by 3 times. That means we can have at most two majority elements. So instead of using one variable and one counter, we'll use two variables and two counter. So let's implement this approach in Java. So first I'll initialize one result variable. If n equals to 0, means if our input is empty, in that case we will return the empty list. If we have only single element, then that is our majority element, so we'll add that number to list and return the result. Now if our input size is 2, so in that case we will check whether both are same or not. If both are same, then means we'll add only one single number to the list. Else we'll add both numbers to list. Here always method, and here we'll return the result. Now here now it comes here, that means we have more than two elements. So in this case we'll initialize two majority element 1 and majority element 2, and also two counter 1 equals to 0 and counter 2 equals to 0. Then we'll iterate over the array items. Okay. So now if a number majority element, so in that case we'll increment the count 1. Else if the number is the majority element 2, so in that case we'll increment count 2. Else if the count 1 equals to 0, then we'll initialize majority element with that number and count 1 to 1. Else if the count 2 equals to 0, then we'll initialize majority element 2 with the current number and current 2 to 1. Else we'll decrement both counter. So after this step we'll get the candidate, two candidates which can be the majority element. So then here we'll find out the frequency of both candidates. So again we'll look through each item. If the num equals to m1, then we'll increment the count 1. Else if equals to 2, then 2. Okay. Now here we'll check if the count 1 is greater than n by 3, that means this is one majority element, so we'll add this to list. Similarly we'll check if the count 2 is greater than n by 3, so we'll add to the list. Then here we'll return the result. Let's run it. Now submit the solution. Now our solution is accepted. So now we are here. So thanks for watching. If you have any comments or feedback, just let me know in the below comment section. Thank you.